These are ways to make a woman lose interest in you as a man, and as in the attraction she has for you. Starting off with number one, you're too accessible. Every time it's time to link up, every time she sends the "hey stranger" text message after, you've been proven, or overall she's, finding you attractive now, and she's just throwing out the bait. See that "hey stranger" text message? It's just bait. You know what I mean? It's just bait. Yeah, she want to see you. Yeah, she want to get up. Yeah, she wants you to go in and out, in and out, in and out. But it's overall to see how accessible are you, and what are you doing, and how fast can she get in contact with you. I'm not saying you have to play these games or overall texting her back at a certain time, or going days without texting her. Play it how you want to play it. You your own man. But being too accessible, as far as, she feels like she can have you on a snap of the finger, she can see you at the snap of the finger, women will start to lose attraction for you, because psychologically she has something wired in her brain when you're too accessible, that you don't have options. See, and that's getting into another thing. You not having options will make the woman lose attraction. See, when a woman feels like other women doesn't find you desirable, or other women don't want you to go in and out, 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 her guts, and all they guts, as far as like they see you as physically attractive, not financially attractive, but physically attractive. See, financial play into it too, because you can provide, but they don't see the woman just having, a man that, she just finds financially desirable. She sees a man, the other woman sees a man that is physical, got his woman. The woman finds him physically attractive, physically desirable. So you don't want to be too accessible, and overall you want other women to find you desirable. You want your woman to stay on her toes, as far as in you have options. Whether or not you're exploring your options, you should always really be exploring your options, because the woman is always exploring her options. That's why we always say it's your turn. And, she always knows who next. So you better have your options available. If you believe in monogamy or whatever you believe in, you could be loyal and faithful. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But just have understanding of the real truth. You see, a lot of people and a lot of, guys out there and a lot of women out there finds problem in this type of content, where the truth is given out, and overall people like myself are giving out facts for you to apply to your life and improve. See, the most important thing of these messages are to improve, not to overdose and overthink the content. It's to apply the content and get to the next step in our lives. Apply the truth and get to the next step in our lives. So overall, these are some of the things that just scare the woman away. See, when you're looking for more affection from the woman than she's looking for affection from you, you lose a woman like that also. You don't never want to come off as too needy as a man. Yes, you need your needs, and you lay down the program with the woman as far as what you want. And that's another thing. You want to lay down your program with the woman you're dealing with. You don't want to just have no standards, but you also don't want to be too needy, more needy than the woman. while also having a woman step up to the plate for your program, for the things you want in a relationship. You know, as far as in wanting more affection than she's wanting, that's on the side of liking her more than she like you. And of course that would scare a woman away. We don't need to know that. We all know the times where we liked the woman and we liked her more than she liked us, and she just got scared and ran away, and she started to play us, or she started to run games on us. We all know that side. We all know that story. We all had a story like that. So you never want to have desire for more affection in your woman. If you find your woman, not matching your affection that you're putting out, that's a sign that, she doesn't have as much attraction towards you as you got towards her. You really want your woman to look up to you as a man. You don't want to be put in a situation where you're just constantly looking up to your woman. We look at guys like Will Smith and, Jada and how their situation played out. It's all because, man, when you look at it, it was Will Smith forcing a situation with a woman who didn't want him. It was Will forcing a situation where the woman didn't want to marry him at all. And her imprint, that's why it's important to know your woman imprint, because her imprint was Tupac. She grew up selling, illegal substance, 14 to find her way. And, most likely her imprint dude is going to be a guy in that type of field. And sure enough, the guy in that field, in her eyes, that was doing music was Tupac. And then you got this star, Will Smith, who, wanted to pursue things. She's saying he was a superstar as far as a actor. And she like, yeah, I find that part desirable. But overall, Will Smith as a character and him as a being and him as a man, he's not really my imprint. He's not really my type. He just doesn't do it for me. And that's okay. Listen, one thing you got to understand, you're not going to be able to do it for every woman. Every woman is not going to be your type. You know what I mean? As far as you're not going to be her type all the time. And that's okay. That's them situations where you walk away and you continue to level up in your life, not for her, but for yourself and for the woman that actually wants you. See, but not Will Smith. This is an example of what you guys don't want to do. Will Smith forced a marriage upon her as far as we should get married. And he convinced her to marry him, and look what overall happened. She's walking down the aisle not even happy. You never want to be with a woman that don't want to be with you. You lose her. Even if somehow she's attracted to your personality, but she's just not attracted to you overall. You just can't get her to, climax. You never want to force things. So that's another one. Don't force things. You want everything to just smooth and, be just right. And overall, things to be mutual. You know what I mean? I always talk about, the woman like you more than you like her, but it's okay for things to be mutual. You know what I mean? When you ask a person how they doing, you know what I mean? You want them to get their, genuine answer, and for them to ask you how you doing. You know what I mean? Mutual vibes. You don't want to be the person that's always talking to a person and they don't never ask you or come up to you first. They don't never ask you a question or come up to you first, man. You don't want to be in that position. So it's okay for things to be mutual with a woman. But to force things with a woman is when you lose things with a woman. You always want to be, just cool, man. As far as in not this cool guy that you're not, not that you're not cool. You're your own self and cool on things that's not for you, and you're cool on things that are for you, and you're cool in the fact that you are you, and you go about yourself in a cool way. So overall, you know where you stand with your coolness. You get what I'm saying? You understand? So overall, you don't want to force things. Do not force things in your life. Yeah. That's the video for today, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna holler at y'all in another one.